Welcome everyone to our August 9th call. Thank you for jumping on. Um, so I wanted to introduce our guest speaker for tonight. His name is Butta, or I should say that's what he's known for. So Al has been a coach for 2.5 years. He's a one-star diamond coach. Al is actually, you may recognize him if you have done Insanity Max 30 because he's actually one of the cast members on Insanity Max 30. And he is also an Insanity instructor or certified. Yes? Is
Yes.
that how you say it? So I am so happy that Al agreed to hold this goal for us. He is an emerald at heart, and he is going to blow your mind with this presentation. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you got into coaching, how you were presented with the opportunity, or how you even, became a challenger, a Beachbody challenger, and then, came into
Right. Well, like Gabby just mentioned, I've been a coach for about 2.5 years. And I actually started with P90X about 8 years ago now, I think, when it first came out. So I was kind of coaching people without even knowing that that's what I was doing, because I show up to work with a short sleeve shirt and they're like, what the heck are you doing? And I'm like, P90X, I can help you. And they were like, okay. And like 9 times out of 10, no one ever finished it. And it kind of showed me back then even, the value of having a coach and having somebody support you. So, fast forward to today, my cousin Kelly invited me to become a coach. And so I never really knew that coaching was a thing, so I didn't know that I could combine my love of fitness and my love of helping people and actually make that into a career. Excuse me, but I could. And so, before I became a coach, I was really just a guy in his 20s. I went to the gym just like most guys do in their 20s. They want to look buff. They want to have a six-pack. But beyond that, I just did it because I wanted to kind of look good. So I didn't really have much drive, beyond that. I was really unmotivated. I was lazy. I procrastinated all the time. And after I found P90X and I became a coach, I really found that I could, like I said, combine those two passions that I have of helping people. And it really got me out of my comfort zone, because I was fine just being at home by myself doing my workout. And I didn't like that. And being a coach really helped me get out of my comfort zone. It gave me a reason to talk to people, and it gave me something to say, because that was one of the biggest fears that I had, was like, who would want to talk to me? I don't have anything important to say. But now I have this amazing opportunity, and I have this transformation that I've had to share with people. So it gave me something to talk about. And since I've become a coach, I mean, I'm just truly blessed to have this opportunity, not only here tonight with you guys, but in general, to be able to share, what I've gone through mentally and physically as a coach, and how much I've improved. I think that sharing your story is one of the best ways to relate to people. So thank you, Gabby, again, for the opportunity to be on your call and to share that with you guys.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you so much for, like I said, for accepting to be a part of the call tonight. And I actually witnessed Al in Summit. He is just, loves being, just very expressive. Like, he was just talking to strangers, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? So that shows that this opportunity has done so much for him. So I'm glad that you're here with us tonight.
Thank you.
So go ahead. The floor is
yours. So let's see how I can share my screen here and give you guys this presentation. All right. So if you don't have any note-taking materials, that would be a good time to get a pen and a pad.
Yes, I suggest you get, I saw the presentation. Yes. Pen, paper, you're going to need it.
Okay, give me one more second. Here we go. Boom. Share. All right. So can you guys see that? Yes?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So, coach placement strategies. So, today's call is going to be about how to grow your team Beachbody business. There's almost no right or wrong way to do it, but I'm going to give you a way that I found has worked for me. So, this might be a little small for you, so I'll zoom it in. The basics of where to start are the ranks. I'm assuming most of you guys are emeralds or above, but even if you're a coach, this is actually great because you get to start at the beginning, just like we all do. So coach, then emerald, ruby, and diamond are the basic coaching ranks. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about how to benefit from each of those ranks and what it means to be at that rank. So beyond diamond, you have your star diamond ranks. And this chart just basically describes how many coaches you need in your organization to be at that rank. So this is pretty basic information. You can even Google this and save it. So how to get to emerald? It's pretty easy. You only need one active coach on your left leg, and they have to be personally sponsored by you. And you need one personally sponsored coach on your right leg, right? And so the best and one of the quickest ways we recommend to get the diamond is to sign up a spouse or family member. And that's recommended because you have just about immediate access to be able to work on their account as well. So that's going to come into play later on if you decide to work the business as a coach. It's going to give you lots of benefits afterwards. So here are some of the benefits to signing up a spouse or a family member. The first one, like I just mentioned, is that you achieve emerald rank almost immediately. So if you have a brother, a sister, cousin, a pet, goldfish, you can literally become an emerald coach like tomorrow if you signed up today. It's really that easy. And like I also mentioned, you get to control another business center. And that's useful for achieving and maintaining specific ranks or actually, yes, achieving ranks, and also when it comes to cycling, team cycle bonus, which I'll explain later. So one of the best tips, like I said, is to have your spouse enroll as a customer. So if you have them on Shakeology HD, this is going to earn them enough commission to pay for their business fee, and then you'll still have money left over. So that also keeps them active with 90 PV. So basically, when you enroll a customer under your spouse or significant other, that account doesn't need to pay their business fee because the money they earn through their commission pays for that. So that saves you, like that's kind of like an excuse buster. You don't want to sign somebody up because you have to pay for their account. That's not the case. So where do you place them? In the beginning, you want to place your coaches on your weak leg for volume and for bonuses. And if you're in this for the long term, like most of you are, if you're on this call, you want to place your strong, you want to place your coaches, meaning your spouse or your significant other or family member, on your strong leg, because that's going to help with your rank. You can get to diamond in the future. And if I go too fast, don't worry. We're going to have a Q&A at the end to make sure you guys understand everything. So which one of these options is best? It really does just depend on your needs. So if you want to have more income and quicker, you want to place your coaches on your left leg because it's going to help you cycle and you'll get more team cycle bonus. If you're in it for the long haul, like most of us are, and you want more profitability in the long term, place them on your strong leg. That's where most of the volume is going to be because of your upline support, and your spouse or family member is going to be able to benefit from all that volume.
Can I interrupt for a sec?
Yes.
You go back to that screen.
Yes.
You said left leg. I just want to clarify that not everyone's left leg is their weak leg. That might be yours.
Okay, yeah. So the weak leg is, so yeah, if I say left or right, feel free, like you just did interrupt to stop me. But yeah, I mean weak or strong. Because it will change. We all have different weak and strong legs, and even those can change depending on how you grow your business. So if you have a weak left leg, for example, when you start the business, and you start putting all your coaches on that side, and it ends up having more volume, it will change, and it's then going to become your strong leg. So we'll talk more about where to place coaches and why you want to put them on either side. But yeah, it's strong and weak, not left or right, because it can flip flop depending on who you are. Awesome. So some of the benefits of being an Emerald coach. The first and obvious one is that you get to earn team cycle bonus. And as an Emerald, you earn $14. So it's capped out at $250 every week. And the next amazing benefit of being an Emerald is that you get customer leads. You also get Success Club leads. So what these are is that Beachbody, who, when someone signs up, either through the infomercial or on the phone, or they use the Beachbody's website, they become customers that Beachbody gives to you for doing what you normally do on a daily basis anyway. Do your workouts, you invite people, and you know, 3 vital behaviors, and they like just reward you for doing what you do with a free customer. The difference between the two is that a customer lead, Beachbody will keep the initial commission and the volume, and then everything after that you get to keep when the customer places their order. And a Success Club lead, you earn the initial commission. So Beachbody does not keep their initial purchase, which is pretty freaking awesome. Now, how to get to Ruby. So you still need one personally sponsored active Emerald on your left leg, and you also need one on your right leg. And in addition to that, you also need one personally sponsored coach on each leg. So that's what that looks like down here. Some of the benefits of being a Ruby are everything that comes with being an Emerald, except that now you get a pay raise. So you're now earning $16 per team cycle bonus. And that's capped out at $1,000 each week. So the next cool thing is that you get to earn a 5% matching bonus. And I'll explain what that is later. But as an example, let's say you have 10 coaches on your team, each earning $250 each. For your team, that's a total of $2,500 that they're earning as a team. And as a Ruby, your matching bonus is going to be 5% of what your team earns. So that gives you an extra $125 for that week, just based on the efforts that your team is putting into their business. So now the coveted diamond, how to get to diamond. So to be a diamond, you need one personally sponsored coach on your left leg, and you need one on your right leg. And you also need 3 other active coaches on your left and your right leg. So it's going to be a total of 4 and 4, left and right, and 1 on each of those sides needs to be an Emerald coach. And then that makes you diamond. So I'm pretty sure we all know at least 12 people. So it's not that difficult to get to diamond. It really is all in your mind, I think. So some of the benefits of reaching diamond. Well, you get another pay raise. Now you're making $18 per team cycle bonus, and you're capped out at $2,000 per week for team cycle bonuses. You also get customer Success Club leads, so we know what those are. And the next cool thing is that you get coach leads. So in very much the same way that somebody will sign up through Beachbody's website or infomercial to be a customer, some actually sign up to be coaches, just because they recognize that they can save 25%, or they have an interest in helping other people. They'll sign up as a coach right off the bat. And so as a diamond coach, you get those leads as coaches. So instead of receiving a customer as your lead, now you're receiving a coach as your lead. And that's pretty cool, because now you have a coach sign up to your business like immediately, which is pretty awesome. And so now you also get another pay raise with your matching bonus, and you're earning 10% as opposed to 5% the way a Ruby would. So in this example, we have 10 coaches on the team who are earning $1,000 each. So that's $10,000 that they're all earning. And as their diamond upline, you earn 10% of what they're making. And in this case, that comes out to $1,000. That's pretty damn sweet. So beyond diamond, we have 2-star diamond and 5-star diamond. So the 2-star diamond level is, I think, the next significant level as a coach, because it gives you the opportunity to open up a second business center. And that just means it's kind of similar to how you sign up your spouse or family member. You have another business center that you can use to grow your business. The difference is that it's cool because you get to basically sign up yourself as a coach, and you can put yourself just about anywhere you want. You also get to participate in the 2-star diamond bonus pool. And basically what that is all the coaches, all the 2-star and above coaches share a bonus pool that Beachbody sets aside. And so they get a percentage of that money every quarter. The same thing with the 5-star diamonds. They earn the same benefits as a 2-star, except that they also get to participate in a 5-star diamond bonus pool. So depending on how many diamonds, for example, how many 5-star diamonds there are, if there's only one 5-star diamond in the company, which there aren't, then that one person would get the share of that bonus pool. And if there's 100, then all 100 of them will divide whatever's in that pool. So you have all these coaches on your team. You have to kind of figure out where the heck you're going to place them. So let's figure out how to set your preferred placement. When you log into your back office, you're going to go into My Business, My Downline, and Graphical Genealogy. So that's going to show you a diagram that looks something like this down here. So when you set your preferred placement, there's a couple of different ways of doing it. You can look at these arrows and literally click on that arrow, and you can select using that drop-down menu. I don't always recommend doing it that way. I prefer to actually physically click on the person's icon so that I know exactly where I'm placing my next coach. But you can also do it this way. Make sure you save your selection before you make any changes or go on to another page. So the way I like to do it is to actually click on the position where I want to place my coach. So when I do that, it's going to show me a screen that looks like this. It's going to say, hey, this user has been selected for preferred placement. Would you like to save this change? Then yes, Dr. Who is now a coach. Fantastic. So I'd say yes, and that person would be that spot would be saved so that whenever I sign up another coach, that's exactly where they're going to go. So it's going to kind of be up to you to manage this so that if you're constantly signing up new coaches, you want to make sure to go into your back office and manage where they're going to be placed, because sometimes people say, hey, I'm going to sign up today, and they do, and you're nowhere near your computer to make sure that they're placed in the correct position. So you want to make sure that you're aware of where your next preferred placement is going to be. So, and that's what that is. That red indicates that that's where your next placement is. So this blue on the left is not set for preferred placement, and the red one is. Pretty simple. So left and right, everybody's always confused about which way to go, how to place somebody. I'm going to try and make it easy for you. So don't be confused. I'm going to break it down and make it understandable. Hopefully these slides don't go crazy, which they did. So here we go. I'm going to try and make it a little less confusing for you. Highlighter. All right, so this is Rose. You see Rose there. Now, this is pretty easy. So Rose has Martha on her left leg. That's Martha right there. Now, Martha has a left leg and a right leg. So this is Rose. That's Martha on her left leg, and Amy on Amy is on Rose's right leg. So on the outside left of Rose, we have Martha, we have Donna, and we have this guy. That is the only place that you should be placing your coaches, because using this format, you will always be providing upline support for all of your coaches. So right down here, this person is being supported by Donna's coaches. So when Donna places a coach way down there, this guy here will see it. And that's awesome. The same way that Donna and Martha are supporting Rose is exactly what we want to do. So we never place any coaches in here because, well, I'll rephrase that. Rose would not place any coaches in here because they're not going to be receiving any upline support. Okay, so the only way that a coach will be placed here Let me do it again. The only way a coach would be placed where Tyler is if Amy did it, because that's her left leg. But Rose should not be placing a coach here because that's the inside of her right leg. I hope I'm making sense. Same thing applies to your right leg, right? Rose places a coach here, Amy, on the outside of her right leg. She also places another coach on the outside of that right leg, which is here where Jones is. So you continue with the same pattern on the outside edge of either leg. So it doesn't really matter if you're using left or right, as long as you're always on the outside edge. And so Rose would never go here or here or here, always on the outside, building outward. Cool. I hope that made sense. We'll have questions after. Let's see what I got here. Boom. Now, I'm going to go back and erase that. So, if you follow these tips, regardless of leg, always place your coaches on the outside edge, never on the inside leg. So be mindful of where your preferred placement is set to when you enroll new coaches. Now, whenever possible, you want to place your stronger coaches on your weak leg. And you place your weaker coaches on your strong leg. And this is important for growing your business and growing your volume. Now, it's not always going to be apparent who is who, but that's why it's important to have a strong onboarding process. So when you interview your coaches and you get to know them and you talk to them, you figure out what their why is and you figure out what their intentions are. So you'll have a really good idea of where you think you should place them based on what your goals are. There's two different ways to earn an income as a coach. The first way is sales commissions. And the second way is to have residual income, which is what we are looking for. And that includes team cycle bonus, matching bonus, and subscription commission. So team cycle bonus, we know what it is, and I'll cover that a little bit later. Matching bonus, we know what that is when we earn a percentage of what our coaches make. And subscription commission is basically when you have someone signed up to the club membership. As a coach, you will earn 40%, I believe, don't quote me, but I think it's 40% of what your coaches are paying for their subscription commission, as well as your customers. It used to be 50%. If you have anybody who has signed up prior to on demand, then it stays at 50%. And anybody who signs up after that, I believe is at 40%. And I'll check for you guys if you really need me to. Now, pro tip, you can refer to day 9 on the Legal Legacy.
Sorry, it is 40.
Oh, it is 40. Okay, awesome. So it's 40%. So there's two places where you guys can find more information on this. The first one is obviously Legal Mastery, day 9, and also YouTube. YouTube or Google are amazing resources for just about anything. Just Google it. I do it a lot. Now, potential weekly earnings for team cycle bonuses. So this is just basically what your potential is. As a coach at these ranks, this is the most that you could possibly earn in team cycle bonus as this rank. So as an emerald, the most you can earn in team cycle bonus per week is $250. As a diamond, it's $2,000. As a 2-star, it's $4,000. So this list is pretty self-explanatory, but we'll cover a little bit more later on how and why this is important. So here's an example of team cycle bonus for a 13-star diamond. Okay. Now, the first thing that I see right off the bat is that this coach is busting their ass. They have $525 in retail commission. That's just based on their own efforts. That's just based on their mindset, on them inviting, putting people into the challenge groups and connecting people to challenge packs. That's what that represents, their own hard work. The subscription commission, $77, which is great. That's most people's like cell phone bill, you know. The number obviously that stands out the most is their team bonus. That's almost $5,500, and this is just 1 week. So it's obvious that they're spending a lot of time growing their team, improving their leadership skills, and making sure that their team is doing the same thing. Because after you reach, for example, diamond, it really is no longer about you, it's about your team. And it's really evident that this coach is focusing a lot on helping their team grow. And then not to mention, they're also earning almost $450 in matching bonus. So I don't know about you guys, but I want to get there. But before we can get there, let's say we take a look at what a 5-star diamond's, on average, a weekly check would look like. So this 5-star diamond is also busting their behind. They're earning $576 in retail commission. So, it pays literally to work hard, because you will see the benefit, right? So their team bonus is not too shabby either. That's almost $850 in team cycle bonus. So for that week, they got a nice $1,550 check just for doing what they love to do. I know that I'm not at 5-star diamond level yet, and most of us here aren't either. So let's take a look at something a little bit more. Well, before we do that, 5-star diamond bonus pool. All right, so I mentioned this before. The 5-star diamond bonus pool. As a 2-star, you get to participate in a bonus pool. And as a 5-star and above, you also get to participate in a bonus pool. So this 5-star diamond received the 2-star diamond bonus pool, $826. And they also were able to participate in the 5-star diamond bonus pool. So this happens quarterly. Every 3 months, the Beachbody gives a payout to all the eligible coaches who qualify for this bonus. So this coach received $2,700. Not bad at all. Boom. Emerald coach. So Emerald coach. Many of us are Emerald coaches. So I think that the trend is apparent. It pays to work. And this coach earned $429 in retail commission. So what's interesting is that although they're an Emerald, they're not growing their team. They don't have any subscription commissions, no team bonuses, no matching bonuses. So they're not going to get paid unless they work. And that's the kind of lifestyle that most of us are used to. I know that's what I'm used to. If I don't work, I don't get paid, right? But this coach here is an Emerald coach also. And although they aren't making that much in team cycle bonus, you can see that they're starting to grow their team and earn a team cycle bonus. So they still earned a nice $220 check that week. So that's significant as well. Growth strategies. So this is when we get into the meat and potatoes of how to actually accomplish all these things. So there's 2 different ways you can build your organization. You can focus on rank, or you can focus on volume. How to earn prestige, how to get recognition. You focus on rank. So this particular coach is a diamond rank, but they have no other coaches supporting their weak leg, right? So they're not really cycling. They don't have any volume coming into their business. So the nice thing is that they're a diamond coach. Now, my personal focus is currently on income, because I would love to have financial freedom. I know that having financial freedom is going to give me the time freedom that I need to spend with my family, to spend with my friends, so that I don't have to worry or rely on somebody else, like boss, for an income, right? But this coach is a diamond, so yay, yay for diamond, that's awesome. But if you're really looking to maximize your income, if you want to grow your business, if you want to be successful financially and free yourself of debt, then you need to focus on volume. So in this example, we have an Emerald coach who's obviously not as high in rank as the diamond. However, this Emerald coach has a ton of other coaches below them, right? They're all coaches. I can promise you that this coach here is earning more money than the diamond coach in the previous example, simply because they're cycling. That team cycle bonus is beyond important. That's what gives you the residual income that we're all looking for. So cycling. How does volume create income? All right, let me break it down. Let me break out my highlighter. So on the left-hand side, forget about the right. It's confusing. Focus on the left. Cycling explained. Emeralds make $14 per cycle. Rubies make $16 per cycle, and diamonds make $18 per cycle. So in our example here, we have this coach. Emerald coach has 540 team volume points on their left leg and 200 team points on their right leg. This is how cycles happen. So the computer will automatically do this, so you don't have to worry about any of it. What happens is that the first 200 volume points come from the coach's strong side. In this case, it's to the left. So 200 will always come out automatically from the strong side. Now, the weak side will always get 100 points taken out automatically. When that happens, you get one cycle. See if I can change the color here. When that happens, you get one cycle. That's a cycle. If you're an emerald, you make $14. If you're a ruby, you make 16. And if you're a diamond, you make 18. So after that happens, if you still have any more volume on either leg, it'll just keep doing it again. So in this case, they have 340 team volume points remaining after that first 200 was taken out. So the computer just does it again. It takes out 300. It takes out 200 from here, 100 from the weak side, and there goes your second cycle. So now you just earned an additional $14, $16, or $18. Now on the left side, after that happened here, you only have 140 remaining, so the computer cannot cycle you again. So for this particular week, you're done with cycling, and you've only cycled 2 times. So that's how cycling works. It's pretty straightforward. But like I said, if you have questions, I will cover them at the end. Cool. There's more things I have to erase. Don't you love my professionalism? Strategies for increasing volume and team cycle bonus. So when you build volume on your weak leg, that's going to give you increased team cycle bonus. You want to also place your coaches on your weak leg because their sales and their work and their effort will also create additional volume for your weak leg. You want to place your non-working coaches on your strong leg because it's not really going to affect your team cycle bonus when you do that. You want to max out on your compensation plan. So that basically means you want to earn the highest amount possible for the rank that you're at. So if you're an emerald, you know you can max out at $250 each week. So hello. So you want to make yourself a solid emerald, right? And then place as many coaches as you can on your weak leg so that you're earning $250 in team cycle bonus. And once you've achieved that level, you go back and raise your rank. So now you can go to ruby or diamond and then just repeat that process, maxing out the comp plan for your specific rank. Cool. So now, permission versus reality. What that means and why we need both. So your rank basically means that you're allowed to earn a specific amount of money. Meaning if you're a diamond, you can earn up to $2,000 a week. However, if you don't have the volume to do that, you're not going to make that much money. So you need the volume to earn $2,000 a week. You don't just, start raking in the dough just because you're a diamond. It really just doesn't work that way. I think that's pretty much it. So we've covered ranks, their benefits, setting preferred placement, ways to build your organization, the strategies you need for increasing your volume and your income. And I tried to do my best to explain cycling. I hope that it helped. And if you have questions, I'm going to stay on the line and answer anything that I can for you guys. So please let me know.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, I want to ask a question for your coaches that may not know and are too afraid to ask. How do you know which is your strong leg and which is your weak leg?
So when you log into your back office, it'll be really clear when you check the left-hand side of your back office where your name, your rank, the information is. So the best time to check is probably on Wednesday because that's when most of the volume has already happened. because everything resets on Thursdays. So we all get paid on Thursdays. All the rank advancements happen on Thursdays. All the volume that's accumulated on your team resets itself on Thursdays. So if you go back there on a Wednesday, you'll be able to see the left leg or the right leg and which side has more volume or less volume. And that's the easiest way to figure out which is your strong leg and which is your weak leg.
Mm-hmm. Or a different way, that's an easy way to figure it out. Another way to do it is when you start seeing people being placed from above, people that you don't recognize, that is your strong leg. But it can change, from time to time, because even if you see people being placed from above, that should be your strong leg and your shared leg with your upline. But sometimes that changes because maybe you have some strong players on your weak leg, and then it ends up happening that for that week, that one was your strong leg as well. So,
right.
Anyone else has any questions for Al?
Don't be shy.
No. Hi, it's Cindy. I have a question.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Al. So thank you for having this presentation for us. So I need clarity on placing coaches on the strong and the weak leg, because I thought that you would put your coaches on the outer leg, which is your strong one. But then you mentioned that in order for you to build volume, you place your coaches on your weak leg. And then you put your non-working coaches on the strong leg. So I need clarity when it comes to placing coaches and when to place them where.
Okay, so just so you understand, your weak leg and your strong leg can be either or. It's different for everybody. So my strong leg just happens to be my left leg. That can be different for you. So where you're actually placing them, whether it's your left or your right, it's irrelevant when it comes to their actual position. You always want to place them on the outer edge so when you look at yourself, you know how you have a left leg and a right leg? And you sign somebody up, they have a left leg and a right leg?
Correct.
Always go to the outside edge. So if it's the right leg, go to the outside right. If it's the left leg, go to the outside left. Now, who you're going to place in those positions depends on a couple of different things. It depends on who they are and what your goals are. So if you sign up somebody who's like, I am ready to rock this business, I can't wait to sign up 1,000 coaches and I want to be 15-star diamond, you want to place that person on the outside edge of your weak leg, because they're going to give you tons of volume so that you can start to catch up with all the volume you have on your strong leg, and you'll start to cycle a whole lot. So that's the reason why you want to put a strong player on your weak leg. And vice versa, you want to place a person who's like, I just kind of want to be a discount coach. I'm not interested in working this business. You want to place them. You have two options. You can place them on your strong leg because you know they're not really going to be, for that purpose, they're not going to be contributing a lot to your cycling because they're not going to be producing volume of their own. However, you could also place them on your weak leg just because that's another person who's going to continue to add to the volume on your weak leg.
Got it. Okay.
Make sense?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Anybody else?
Can you share that presentation with us?
Of course.
I mean, I have the recording, but maybe if they print it and they're jotting notes as they rewatch the recording would be amazing.
Yeah, it's a PDF file, so I can just send it over to you guys.
Okay, that works. Any other questions? Oh, Cindy, was that clear?
Yeah, I think it depends on the person, right? So what I captured was the strong potential. You can put them on the weak leg to help you cycle.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But at a certain point, you have to fill that weak leg in order for you to become emerald, right? Because you need one active coach in each leg in order to move in rank.
That's right. That's right. So for you to become emerald, you're going to need to fill those 2 spots anyway at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you know, like Al said, if your first person that you're going to sign up says, like Al said, I have 1,000 people we're going to sign up, then you're going to put that person on your weak leg because you know that person's coming, with 1,000 people to sign up.
Got it.
So basically you're going to put that person there. And then if the second person, or even if the first person was just a discount coach and said, I'm just going to drink Shakeology, I just want the 25% off, then you're going to put that person, you're going to go and put them on your strong leg, on your shared leg. And then you're going to wait for that, rock star. But if that doesn't happen for whatever reason, if your second coach or your first coach wasn't a rock star, you still need to fill that position so that you can rank advance. And then the next thing you're going to do is for the third coach, then you're going to start to figure out, like Al said, what is this person's intention? Are they going to work this business? Are they going to be a strong player? And then you're going to decide there. But eventually, what I always preach to you guys is rank, then volume. So then you're going to rank advance to Emerald, and then you're going to focus on building your weak leg first. Because what you want is, if you have a shared leg, your upline is going to put some people there for you. So because you want to cycle, you want to focus on placing those people on your weak leg so that you can have volume there, and you're going to have volume from that shared leg. Does that make sense?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Anyone else has any questions? Don't be scared to ask. Al doesn't bite. Well,
seriously,
he won't bite.
I don't think I bite. I can't bite you through the screen. Don't worry.
No questions.
Going once, going twice. Don't let me quiz you. If I quiz you, you better know.
Someone said
it is privately, stupid.
Who said it? It's okay.
What, somebody said it?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. He's like, what? All right. So,
cool.
Any other questions? No questions?
Anna? No?
No, I'm good. I'm just laughing here.
Okay.
Thank you, Al.
All right.
It's funny.
Cool. All right, then.
Everyone knows where everyone. So we get off this call. I won't have any questions about where do I place my next person. Is that right? I don't know, Carolina. I saw your face. Ask questions, Mama. He doesn't bite.
I'm gonna call Al. I'm gonna call you. I'll call Al.
He's gonna be like, why are all your girls coming to
You can call me.
You can call me.
He's crazy.
Feel free.
No, so everybody's good. Everyone has clarity as to where to put their next coach.
Awesome.
No, okay, so one thing that I did realize, I messed up on one of my discount coaches and placed her on the inside leg instead of an outside leg.
Okay.
Now that I realize, like, after this whole conversation. So I know I messed up on that one, but now I'm keeping them on the outer legs.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, she's
did?
a discount.
I didn't catch that. I always look to see where you guys place.
Really? I thought I put her on an inside leg. At least that's what it looked like on my end.
I'll look.
Maybe I'm mistaken. But it felt like it was an inside leg. But yeah, I'll keep them basically on the outer ones. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, always outer, left, right. Yes.
Exactly.
All right. So thank you. It was an amazing presentation. I think we clarified a lot of the questions that my team had. And what? Question? Someone?
Gaby, yo tengo una pregunta.
Okay, go ahead. Ask. Go ahead. Go ahead, Melky.
Bueno, yo te la voy a decir en español.
Al, do you understand Spanish?
Un poquito.
I can't.
Un poquito. Dime. I can't speak Spanish, but I can fake it.
Okay, good.
Ok, bueno, vos sabés que yo he perdido bastantes coaches y eso me hizo rubí, ya no soy diamante en el rango. I mean, mi lifetime rank es diamante, ¿no? Pero mi confusión a veces, te pregunto siempre, ¿dónde lo coloco? Si es en la izquierda o la derecha, porque vaya, en este caso hay una persona que quiere inscribirse, yo la tengo a la derecha. pero tengo a Dave y tengo a mi esposo, entonces ahí cuando a veces me confundo, ¿me entendés? Porque, bueno, digo, lo pongo a la izquierda de Dave o lo pongo a la derecha de Carmen, ¿me entendés? Ahí, entonces, ¿cómo yo voy a saber exactamente cuál es mi pierna, si es la derecha o la izquierda, mi fuerte? ¿Al lado fuerte es mejor ponerla que al lado izquierdo?
No, en tu caso, porque como perdiste a un coach, dos coaches, en el lado que perdiste es en el lado que tenés que recuperar. Go back to diamond. Does that make sense? So, always rank first. Primero rango y luego volumen. Eso es lo que estábamos hablando. So, en tu caso, como perdiste a dos coaches, right, que se fueron inactivos,
Sí.
so te tenés que concentrar en asegurarte que esos dos coaches vuelvan a ser activos. Si no son ellos, entonces inscribiendo, por ejemplo, a esta nueva persona en el lado que te falta. So, por ejemplo, falta en ese lado donde está Nelly y la otra muchacha, so, tienes que ir en ese lado, porque es el lado donde te falta, para volver a diamante, ¿ok? Ahora, cuando estés de nuevo en diamante, tiene que ser en tu lado débil para que cicles más.
Ya, okay.
Yeah, rank
Sí.
first and then volume later. He's a sí.
Sí.
What is wrong with him?
Sí.
So, ¿entendiste? ¿Ya? ¿Clarifiqué?
Sí.
Okay. So, siempre donde te falta primero, where is she? Okay. Donde te falta ahorita, tienes que llenar prácticamente esos dos espacios que te hacen falta. Cuando ya llegues otra vez al diamante, entonces te puedes concentrar en el lado.
Okay.
Pero para que seas fuerte, diamante, lo que yo recomiendo es, this thing even. You know what I mean? So,
Parejo.
go to your weak, if it's a strong player, and then come back to your strong leg, and then you're like, okay, I think I'm a strong diamond. Then you want to focus on your weak side. And your weak side, el lado débil tuyo es donde yo no te ayudo, donde no te vienen coaches de arriba. El lado fuerte es donde vos ves que vienen más gente abajo. Que de arriba yo pongo, o que pone cualquier otra persona que estaba arriba de vos. O abajo, you know?
Okay.
So, por ejemplo, a veces, I think Ana Tejera is on your leg, and I think that when she puts, I gotta look at it to clarify, but if she is on your leg, you'll see that she's putting focus on that side, then that means that's your strong side, okay? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good question. Anyone else? Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Because I see a gentleman there too. No? Good?
Awesome.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Al. Seriously, we really appreciate it. Share the PDF. And
my pleasure.
I will share if you want the presentation, unless you've already had this discussion with your team. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, and I'll share my slides with you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for
Thank
jumping
you.
on.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Bye.
Bye.